let me be very, very clear about where I'm coming from. I'm a bit torn in terms of his response.
Curiosity, bro. He said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, again, Tank's that guy. And for all the guys out there in the weight class and around the weight class,
Dang, Calvin ain't getting paid.
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one nigga looking good and the rest of the crew.
in my opinion, Tank is the best fighter in the entire world. And another terrific opportunity on June the 15th to go out there and show you guys why he's the top dog.
Just out of curiosity, bro, he said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, again, Tank's that guy. And for all the guys out there in the weight class and around the weight class, he's coming to get each and every one of you guys.
Floyd Mayweather built an empire with his fists. But is that empire now cracking under pressure? Stephen A. Smith recently took aim at Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd's longtime right-hand man, accusing him of guarding Mayweather's image while ignoring serious red flags.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt. So to see what coins you should be actually buying, be sure to follow me. But like I was saying,
bad mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something.
Yes, we know, Floyd. You hustled Ethereum Max into people's wallets and then straight out. You weren't promoting financial freedom. You were speedrunning a rug pull. Don't believe everything you see online with these celebrities. They'll even sell their soul for a couple of bucks. They don't care if you go broke. They are already rich. You know what?
Floyd that basically gave him $1 million came out to Vegas and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you're saying doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you a human being, you could whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? Mm-hmm. You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, you know, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. There's a lot of people who may be in position around a Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, it ain't fuck you, champ.
Exhibition fights, legal troubles, and crypto scams. Floyd's name is tied to it all. Let's be honest, Mayweather made millions and flaunted every dime. But behind the flash are shaky business moves. That $42 million real estate claim. Turns out Floyd isn't even the full owner.
Still, is he not? What is his his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Still
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Caught Floyd capping about buying some apartment buildings in New York. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, remember he said he had bought his grandson some property, I think, in Manhattan as well, too. So, honestly, I didn't really, think a lot of this was a big deal. I mean, it kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still got to flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of
Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
turns out that the rumors were true and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Then there's the Dubai drama. Rumors say Mayweather was stuck overseas for weeks over an unpaid jewelry debt. Insiders confirmed it, but Ellerbe had no comment. Silence speaks volumes. It gets worse. Remember Ethereum Max? Floyd hyped it, cashed the check, but didn't invest $1 himself. The coin tanked, and fans lost big.
But when someone says you're fake or something, you can say you don't take it personally, but you're a proud man.
Again, that my mother and father always told me, when people call you names and people talk about you, that's because they're admiring what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather Promotions is promoting this card, not about billions. Tell you everything you need to know.
Leonard, you put it on a great card this week, in all due respect. Now, we did have Adrian say some things that were a little unsettling. I'm sure maybe you're a little disappointed, but...
No, not at all. Not at all. That's just him being him. And again, I think to this day, he's a tremendous fighter, super talented fighter, who's had a successful career, and I'm sure that he'll continue to go on. And
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
The person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. I mean, the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
The jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Down, submissions, kicks, all that jazz. But he's choosing to fight Floyd in a boxing fight just for money, just like Conor McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him. And he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over.
Well,
which is,
I guess he's earned that right.
Hey, man, he's a genius. He really is a genius. He's a genius in figuring out a way to keep making money. And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much. He's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him. People hate him.
He creates envy.
Yes. Yeah, he creates envy, and you want him to lose, but
Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful like you're really trying to do. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it.
Big. Even legends like Oscar De La Hoya and Bill Haney are calling him out, saying Floyd's focus isn't on boxing, it's on cash and those flashy exhibitions. They say it's about staying relevant, not competitive. At nearly 50, Floyd's still chasing headlines, but critics believe the obsession with wealth is hurting his legacy more.
Your A game is gone. What adjustments are you going to make? Yeah. And Floyd would always say is that on that given night, he's going to make that right adjustment. Yeah. He's going to box the brawler or brawl the boxer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
A few months ago, Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather were fighting on live, or not fighting, but arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bill Haney said, listen, you know damn well Devin did this and Devin did that. He never lost in the gym, ever. And Floyd said, if you got an undefeated fighter in the gym, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Floyd said, I never lost under the light.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach, for
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Definition to toy.
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 3
and you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to 15 million.
Than helping it. So here's the real question. Is Floyd Mayweather a boxing genius or just another fallen icon blinded by the spotlight? Drop your thoughts below. Let's